with Hank Tatum and go to Jordan next.
Hey RJ, just kind of curious what the transition's been like for you this season. I know that you just started playing recently, but just transitioning from Division II basketball to Division I, what's that been like for you?
It's definitely a lot different resource wise. Obviously we have a really nice practice gym here, really nice weight room. Kind of at my old school, we just had a main gym and then we had a weight room we shared with all the rest of the teams. So just kind of having those resources here, that's been a big difference. And then the physicality standpoint from the playing standpoint is a lot different. You got guys who can jump a lot higher, guys who are more skilled, and then just overall just bigger dudes.
Yeah, and then working your way back from that injury to get back on the court, how important was it for you to get back and be able to play in some of those last few non-conference games before getting into SEC play?
Oh, it's been pretty good. Obviously, just not getting thrown into the fire of being in the SEC. You know, I get these couple games where playing mid-majors who are very solid teams. So just getting back, getting used to playing with everybody again, it's all been good.
Cool, thanks.
RJ, what was that rehab process like for you, and just how rewarding was that for that high point game when you finally got back on the court?
The rehab was tough. I kind of had to keep reminding myself, you know, like there's a bigger purpose in all of this instead of just sitting there feeling bad for myself, being injured, not being able to play. So getting in the right mindset of being like, hey, I might not be playing, but I can do other things for the team. That was definitely big. And then just working with Lance and Coach Crane, that was a big help. They really took my rehab seriously and got me back as quick as possible. So I think and being in that high point game, that was awesome. Just getting to play again after sitting out for I don't even know how long, but it just felt good to be out there with the team again.
How do you feel physically at this point? Do you feel like you're back to where you were pre-injury?
I feel good. Obviously there's still some rust. It's only my third game back, and honestly, only like a couple practices back too. So shaking off that rust, getting used to obviously playing with everybody again, getting comfortable with playing styles and everything. So yeah, I mean, it feels pretty good.
Dash, and then we'll go to Matt.
Cool. Hey, son, we're actually down here coming through from Miami right now. We drove past Nova Southeast and immediately thought of you. So
Go Sharks, then go Dogs. Go Sharks.
exactly. No, seriously, I mean, when your injury first took place, first it looked like it was something maybe a little worse than what thankfully it turned out not to be. Did you have those same initial fears yourself when it first happened?
Yeah, so my brother was actually in town for the game, and he was kind of telling me like, "Hey, it's not going to be as bad. It's not going to be as bad as you think." But meanwhile, I'm telling myself like, "Hey, this is like going to be the worst thing possible." You know,
Yeah.
so having him down here really helped me with my mindset of just being like, "Hey, you got to hold out hope for the best." So, and obviously, the news wasn't as bad as we thought it was going to be, and I'm just happy to be back out playing.
And just a quick follow-up, you mentioned you're still working the rust off, so to speak. From a stamina, as far as keeping your win standpoint goes, how close do you think you are to kind of getting back to where before the injury took place?
Very close. I mean, obviously, the little break with Christmas, you know, you're going to lose a little bit of the conditioning that you built up, but the coaches are doing a great job of getting us back into the shape right now. And yeah.
You know, you often times hear players when they're hurt, they kind of feel like they're removed from the team, even though you're around the team. You're not out there practicing with the team. You're off doing your own thing and doing rehab. Did you find it difficult to stay connected? Did you feel kind of disconnected from the team while you were sitting out?
I think me personally, I did a little bit, but the guys definitely made it really easy. You know, they're telling me every practice, like, hey, we're going to need you today, even though I'm not practicing. They need to hear my voice, need to be a presence in practice, even though I'm not practicing. So I think the team, the guys on the team, and even the coaches did a great job of making me feel a part of the team as much as possible, even when I wasn't playing.
Any particular player or players or just the team in general?
I have every single class with Noah Thomason, so he he stays on me a lot about being vocal, being a leader. I mean, he's very vocal when he's leading. So if I can just take a page out of his book, that'd be great.
Yeah, but every single class with him?
Yeah.
Wow. Every single class, practice, travel, y'all get tired of each other?
A little bit, probably. No, I'm just kidding.
I know.
He's the man. He's the man.
And I was just kidding about the question. Do you have a sense, being with the Dogs and you haven't been through conference play yet? Now it's coming up. You got one more, you got this game, and then it's conference play. Kind of your feelings about where you are, where you feel like the team is. So there's so many new pieces on this team that haven't been through this, and now conference play. How excited you guys are, kind of what your feelings are about this team as you get ready to step into the second season, the season that really counts. Not to say that none of that counted, but this is the stuff that really counts.
I think the guys are really excited. I think we have a team who just likes competing, who loves basketball. So any chance we get to go out and play a different team, we're going to be very competitive. But I mean, we're not a finished product by any means right now. Still got a lot of stuff to clean up on the defensive and offensive end. But I think once we can reach our full potential, we're going to be a very, very dangerous team.
Gotcha. What would you say is that thing that needs to click still for you to be a dangerous team?
I don't know if it's just one thing. I think it's just as a team as a whole, I think we got to just focus every day on just getting better day by day, and the chips will fall where they lay.
Gotcha. Thank you.
All right. Any other questions for Sonny?
Yes, Sonny, just real quick. Of course, like I said, we're here for the football game, and Jalen DeLoach's brother plays for Florida State. I'm not sure if you knew that or not. And we've talked to Jalen about that. He was bragging about his football, of all things, prowess. Has he ever told you how good a football player he was back in the day?
Who, JJ?
Yeah.
I don't think if he's ever said, I mean, he's definitely said a couple of things like, oh, I could play receiver if I really wanted to or whatever. But I don't know if he's ever been like, hey, I can really, really play football. But I don't know. That's a good question.
He said he was an elite free safety back in the day. You see that?
I could see it a little bit. I mean, I would take me personally over him.
Okay.
But that's just
Did you ever play?
yes, sir.
Actually, Sonny was a very good wide receiver, so
Yes.
this may bring up a segment. We may have, Sonny play receiver, JJ play safety, and we'll settle this, somewhere at the indoor practice facility. Maybe not till April, but
Yeah.
we'll get it.
We could
We'll
do that.
do it.
We could do that.
Did you ever get really serious with it, or was it just all basketball with you? Did you ever consider football as a route for yourself?
Growing up, my first love was actually football. So like I went to, like, my whole family pretty much played football. Both my grandparents, my uncles. So it was kind of natural for me to just like football. And then
Sure.
kind of towards 5th and 6th grade, I was like, hey, I really love basketball. Because I remember I went to a Cavs game when I was young and saw LeBron James play. And I was like, this guy's
Yeah, he is. Yeah, you're right.
loved it ever since.
Good stuff.
All right.
Sonny. Appreciate it, man.
Appreciate you guys.
Thank you.